At no other point in history has the workforce of the world been so mobile. And as a Salesforce consultant, you can take advantage of this by servicing clients not only in your town, your province, or your country, but even those around the world. And one of the strongest tools you can use is actually Skype. And so what this video is going to do is it's going to talk you through this software called Skype. All right, some of you may have heard of it. It is really popular. And I'm going to talk a little bit about how you can actually use this tool for your consultancy meetings. So, first things first, obviously download Skype. But one of the key things I use it for all the time is screen sharing. And so what you will learn in this quick video is how to use screen sharing and how to share files to close or receive a client's order. Okay, so what are the pros and cons of Skype? And the first thing I want you to know is that I am in no way affiliated to Skype. I just use Skype. I use the service, and I want to show others how to use it. So this purpose of this video is for demonstration and not advertising. All right, so first things first, what are the pros? Great. The first thing is that you can see the other person's screen and they can see your screen. As a Salesforce consultant, this is incredibly helpful because often the client cannot communicate using the words that you know to describe their problem, right? So they may say the report is not working and they could be looking at a dashboard, okay? So it's helpful for you to actually look at their screen. The second thing is that it's easy to use and install. You just go to skype.com and install it. Thirdly, you can have a group call. So in some cases, I have clients that are not only in a different country to mine, but in multiple countries. And Skype allows you a maximum of 20 callers in one call. You can also chat and share files. So there's actually a feature that you can use to chat. What are the cons? Obviously, you're not in the same room as the client, and so it's hard sometimes to get those nuances of culture that are really helpful. Secondly, sometimes internet connections can mean that the Skype call quality is not that great. And sometimes there's no language translation services, so you can actually lose the translation there. Okay, so how do you go ahead and share your screen? Well, first thing, as I've mentioned, you download Skype at skype.com. You make a call, all right? So you make a call to someone on one of your contacts. You click the plus button right at the bottom of your screen. You can see the plus button. Oh, wait, right over here. And then you click share screen, all right? And what that will do is it will share your screen with the other person or with the other callers on the line, all right? Great. Another thing to notice is the signal quality. If this is all the way up, then it's strong, and that is a good thing. In this case, we're not showing our camera, we can just see the picture of the person. Okay, wonderful. So what then happens is that the other person can actually see what's happening on your screen, right? And so anything that you may have open that you don't want people to see, it would be a good best practice to actually close that beforehand. The last thing you want is for some private information or some private things to pop up during a meeting that can be quite embarrassing, right? So what you want to do as well is just make sure that it's very professional and that everything that the client sees is in line with the purpose of what you are doing in the meeting that you are having. Okay, great. So once you are done sharing, you can just literally scroll down and click stop sharing, and that will essentially stop the screen share, okay? And at any point, if you want to mute yourself, you can click this microphone and it will mute, or you can hang up the call by clicking the red button, okay? So those are just some basic components. However, let's talk about some screen safety tips, right? Always check your desktop before you share your screen, okay? Close any programs you don't want people to see, and sign out of any programs like Google Hangout or any chats that may pop up that may disturb your call, all right? Hey, Chris, where is the bathroom? Might pop up during a very sensitive meeting, and that could really influence the perception of you and your credibility. So how can we share some files? So sometimes I want to share a link to a report I've just made for the client or a dashboard, or sometimes I want to share with them a link to an instruction that will help them solve their problem. And I can do that in the chat function. I can just send them a link, but sometimes I want to actually send them a file. And so what you do is you scroll into your chat and you click this icon right here, and it will give you the option of sending photos, files, video messages, right? You click send file. You choose from your options. These are public pictures, by the way, so this is not of anyone's relative. This is an actual example of a public picture. And so you can go to your pictures, select your image, and then send it right through, right? Using the send file function. That you can also find on the plus sign right here. If it's not in the chat, you can also use the plus sign, and that will help you. So that's exactly where you share screens. You can also add people to the call, or you can send contact information to someone. All right, so once you've done that, you have then effectively sent information to your client and you've shared your screen with them. Those are the two main functions that can really be helpful in addition to the calling function on this system. So in summary, Skype is such a great tool for consultants who can collaborate with their clients around the world. Not only can you connect face to face if you turn on the camera, but you can also share your screen, and so clients can learn in real time what it is that you're doing, and you can see their screen and solve some problems. In addition to that, you can also share information such as links in the chat function, as well as actual folders, files, and objects that the client can then use in their work. One of the good examples that I like to do is I send them checklists during our conversation to make sure that we have actually covered everything that they asked for. So that's a great tool, and I hope you enjoy using it.